There we go. Hello, this is Captain Alexander, and welcome to my whatever stream of Final Fantasy XIV. Holy crap, that's smooth. Oh, that intro, smooth. Huh. Well, the reason it took me 18 days to get back to streaming is very fucking simple. I needed to fix my sleeping schedule, and hilariously enough, okay, this is gonna sound really cringe, creepy, and parasocial, but I need to say it. Last year I was yeah, it's actually last year. Been that long. Last year I was at the end of the year I was watching one of Zep's streams. She mentioned the fact that her ovaries were on fire. Bit of oversharing on her part. And it was that oversharing that look, I'm a guy. I'm a thirsty simp that naively thinks I have a snowball's chance in hell, you know what I'm saying? Ha ha, very funny. Feel free to laugh. Have you got it out of your system? Good. Anyway, like most women in that state of mind, she basically just whammied my fucking ass. Oh man. Have you ever heard a woman say something that just causes every cell in your body to just go, "Oh God, yes! Pick me, pick me, pick me! I volunteer as tribute!" And your brain just shuts down? Yeah. I have it that bad. I yeah, took me a while to mentally recover. And trying to stay awake when every cell in your body is like, honey bunny, it's so nice. Oh, I want the bunny. Yeah, like dopamine fried. Basically, dopamine makes you sleepy, and when you're trying to stay awake for as long as possible, it doesn't matter how much caffeine you have in your system. If you have a high tolerance for it, like I do, it's like a mental tug of war. I swear, it's just a mental tug of war. All delusions of romantic grandeur aside, mental tug of war. It's just my conscious mind like must stay awake, must fix sleeping schedule, must have nighttime sleeping schedule for EU servers, must fix, must fix. Meanwhile, every cell in my body is like, bunny night. I have no brain cells anymore. Oh crap! I fell asleep. See the problem? See why it took so long? The woman has a very cathartic, soothing effect on my psyche. I know it sounds really insult. Probably would sound really insulting, depending on how it's interpreted, to to say that, I like that. She puts me to sleep, and it's like some people would probably feel insulted. But if anything, I like. Look, she's a very soothing individual. There's something about her just. You ever just feel relaxed, happy, relief, joy, and your brain is just like, yeah, this is nice. It, look, you just sometimes you need that, you know? Not an insult, it's a compliment, if anything. It's just, I can see how, thinking about it now I say it out loud, I can see how some people might view that as insulting. Like, I mean, but on the other hand, let's just say her thought-provoking review of Dawn Trail, did also help keep me awake, so it's kind of like a double-edged sword, you know? On one hand, my biology's like, yes, my. Meanwhile, my conscious mind is like, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. It would be nice if it did. Oh, it would be so nice if it did. I'm not going to lie and say, No, this is just my body. My mind would never want this. Like, yeah, I'd be lying through my teeth. Completely and utterly full of shit on that one. So, yeah, anyway. Point is, I'd rather just have a nice, fun conversation with her. You know, even though my biology's like, let's just skip to the head. Breathe like rabbit, breathe like rabbit, breathe like rabbit. Yeah. Like, no. I'd rather work up. If hell were to freeze over and the stars were to align, I would get what I want from her. At least, what I'm trying to say is, I would love to lead up to that. Look, I'm a gentleman. I would like to talk with her talk about a bazillion other things before taking her to the bedroom. Not that that last part would ever happen, but still. Like, you gotta lead up to it. Gotta have a bit of verbal foreplay before the actual main event. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the build-up. You know what I'm saying? And this is just me trying to play it off. Meanwhile, I basically just confessed to basically being putty in her hands. Like, yes, I'm totally. God, just being a dude. I'm totally in control here. I mean, this is just a silly little thing. Haha, silly me. Like, meanwhile, I'm like, oh no. She ever watches this, she knows she has power. It doesn't even matter if she wants me or not. She knows that she has power. She knows she's in control. She ever watches this, that is. Just like, yep. So, yeah. Time to do some Endwalker extremes, I guess. Back on the Chocobo we go. I was thinking, it's like, do I do the plot theory crafting? But after that, I can't think of anything other than fighting and or, the other thing. So, fighting it is, because look, it's a live stream. I'm not doing that on stream. But the primal parts of my brain require catharsis, otherwise I'm not going to be able to think about shit. And it's time to do Endsinger, baby. Don't want to do the Abyssal Fracture. Ew. Trials. Endsinger's Aria. Duty completion. Unrestricted party. Average item level. Let's do 710. New to fight. Recruit members. Someone is unironically just going, oh, I just realized. I haven't even checked my friends list. I promised someone that I might bring them along with next time. It's been 18 days. Friend list. Oh, they're not online. Never mind, I dodged a bullet. Like, I just remembered, like, over 18 days ago, I was like, oh yeah, I'll take you along. Completely forgot. Oh. So yeah, I just needed to get that off my chest. I swear that woman does things. She does things. She doesn't even realize she does the I can't even speak anymore. My brain is gone. But yeah, she does things. Her existence just does things to me. Wonderful things I want more of. Why can't I have more? Why can't life be good? Oh, life would be so good if I had those things. All of those things. It's like a built-in form of biological madness. And I have a feeling that she's going through her own built-in form of biological madness right now. It's only going to get worse. Or better, depending on your perspective. I would argue better. I mean, look. Every cell in my body's just like... It's also kind of... in heat, you know? It's like... She wants... She needs... Maybe not me, but I mean... No one else is willing to do the job, then... Anyway, I think you're gonna need to bump the streamer because, I've got issues. Built-in biological issues, but issues nonetheless. No, she better, she'd dodge one hell of a bullet, to be honest. This is just me huffing copium, trying to maintain a semblance of self-control on this issue. It's like, she dodged quite the bullet, to be honest. Imagine if she was a free agent, you know? Or worse yet, imagine if I was the one that had to deal with that problem at the end of last year. I mean... I'm just saying, could you maintain your self-control if the guy was into it? I don't know. I mean... It's like... You get what I'm saying? It's like... But even then, I mean... If what she's unleashed upon me is any indication, what happens if it gets so strong for her that even she can't control it? I mean, if she doesn't satiate those urges, she's going to snap, isn't she? She's totally gonna snap, isn't she? I mean... I know this is gonna sound really fucked up and self-serving, but I actually kind of want that, to be honest. I mean, imagine if I was the only guy willing to, solve that problem. She was desperate and look, a man can dream. I'm just as thirsty. I'm just as desperate. This is what she has done to me. Maybe, just maybe, Maybe I could have her all to myself, All I can do is laugh. Just laugh it off. Someone liked my stream. Sweet. Someone liked my stream on Twitter. Nice. And one watching now on YouTube, one viewer on Twitch. Currently have no viewers on Kick. Oh, I have 2 viewers on Kick. Someone watching me on Kick. Someone's actually watching my brain melt into a puddle of goo slowly in real time. Due to built-in biological weaknesses of the male human condition. Yay! And hopefully I prove to be a fascinating case study in simpering. Again, all you can do is laugh. Laugh at yourself and just go along with the ride. Not like you have free will. Free will? What's that? Free will? Self-control? Those illusions have been stripped from me. Okay, come on. Nobody wants to join my N-Singers Aria party? Really? Well, shit. If I can't actually get a group at this hour, then... Fuck. If I don't get anyone on the hook by the hour mark, damn, well, I suppose I could just turn the music off and do, the other thing I wanted to do, since I've regained control of my faculties, so what little control I actually have, you know? The blood is slowly rushing back to my brain. I can think again. Relief. Okay. I can then do some, do a response video to, Zep's review, basically. Give my thoughts on Dawn Trail. Just compare 7.0 and 2.0, which is something I wanted to do for a while anyway. So, if I don't get a group in an hour, I'll be doing that. Nah, I'll actually wait until the 30-minute mark now I think about it. An hour's too long to wait. And I have a feeling it's not going to pan out, so I'm just going to go to the end. Because I'm comparing cutscene to cutscene, you know? I really wanted to finish off these Endwalker extremes before moving on to World of Warcraft. Oh, I was so distracted by my own lust and or emotions, both technically, both is good, that I forgot to mention that I fantasiaed from Bakote back to Al Ra, because branding is nice, but female Al Ra is sexier. Now, I'd go Viera. I go full buff. If it wasn't for the fact that Viera still don't have access to fucking hats. I need hats. Half my glams have hats. Fucking irritating, Square Enix. Fix your shit. Huh. I mean, seriously, how am I supposed to have the cowgirl glam for Machinist without a hat? Or if they ever put Irving's outfit from Final Fantasy VIII on the Mog Station, how am I supposed to dress like Irving without his hat? It's like, come on, man! The Squall Glam works without a hat, but how are you supposed to have the Irving, you know? glam without the hat. You know, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. He doesn't look right without his hat. And I spent so long trying to stay awake and failing again and again, grinding out jobs. I got all the magic jobs at level 100, and now I have to put their magic title. I'm unironically 3 jobs away from the mount. Because I could not think of anything else to do. Because I wanted to do the new WoW content, that island stuff that I kept putting off. I think it's an island. Can't remember. The new WoW shit on stream. If I were to ever play hardcore with Zep, which is probably not going to happen, but I mean, I might consider it. I'd probably want to do that catch-up, that massive amount of catch-up. I even have more to do than she does, on stream. I wanted to do the Endwalker extremes on stream. I wanted to do Chaotic Prog at some point, most likely after 7.2 comes out. Because I want to finish Persona 3 Reload on stream. I want to do all that on... Basically, everything I wanted to do was just like, in this game or in WoW, I wanted to do on stream. So I'm just like, well... So there's daily roulettes, and then there's fate grinding. Like, I haven't done the fate grinding yet. I'm desperate for content to kill time. So I, you know, went a little crazy and... Oh, that's Shadowbringers. I went a little crazy, got Shaloni maxed out, and got the triple triad card. I still need to do Urko Pacha and Kozama Uka and Yaktel. And then once I get all of these maxed out, I'm going to end up doing Heritage Found in Living Memory. Because once I start something, I gotta finish. You know, it doesn't matter that it's boring or anything, or that it's starting to remind me of Apexis crystals from Warlords of Draenor. Anyway, it's not like I could just do that. Speaking of Endwalker content, it's not like I could grind out those relic weapons, which are easy to farm. Unlike some of the other relic weapons, which require doing shit that I probably would want to do on stream in theory. I'm not sure what the process is. I haven't looked that up yet. Because I know some of them are based around doing hard content, so I want to do the hard content. You guessed it! On stream! At least once. Whether it's probably twice. Once with an actual job and once with Blue Mage, you know? The Blue Mage achievements, what I wanted to do on stream! And so I'm just thinking to myself, well, I could get every Endwalker relic weapon, you know? Oh wait, I got them all! I got every single one! There is no meta achievement for maxing out every single Endwalker relic. There is none. No meta achievement. No fancy title like Insane Lunatic with too much time on his hands. You know, that would be the appropriate title for that one. Oh, when I've done it, I'm running out of things to do. In fact, I got so bored with Fate grinding that I'm like, I'm going to replay Final Fantasy 15 with spicy mods. I'm going to replace all the male playable characters with their female counterparts and strip off all their clothes because I can, and you can actually mod the game to do that. And I'm going to go on a girls' wild summer road trip around Eos and replay almost all of Final Fantasy 15. I'm right before the final battle. I got to the final battle yesterday. Like, right before it. Just Girls Road Trip, baby! Wild Girls Summer Road Trip! Killing monsters because I can't think of anything else to do! And then once I finish all of Final Fantasy 15 again, I might actually replay all of Persona 5. Why? Because there's nude mods for that game too. And I'm a filthy degenerate that doesn't really care about so-called made-up canon ages and on made-up characters, as long as they have nice tits and a nice ass, because they're fake. They're not real. They don't matter. Strip them all naked. As long as they look like women, I'm good enough for me. That's the whole point of a sexy drawing. You know what I'm saying? I was planning to do the same thing when I replay the MSQ and all the Orange Quests in Rebirth when it comes out on PC. I want the spicy mods. Then I will naturally turn those off before effectively doing hard mode on stream. You know. Can't stream that. I mean, that would be fun. That would make the game more fun. Imagine Aerith, Yuffie, and Tifa. Imagine, I can't believe I forgot about Tifa. The Italian Senate didn't, but I did for some reason. Probably because Aerith and Yuffie are way hotter. No, really. Yuffie has depth, personality, and perkiness, and Aerith has all the best assets. I'm saying, Aerith is hotter than Tifa. I don't care what anyone else says. You are all wrong. Aerith is hotter than Tifa. I said it. You only think Tifa's hotter because her outfit is more revealing, but when you strip off all the clothes, that's no longer an issue. And if you're judging based off of appearance alone, Aerith is 10,000% hotter. I said it. Zack's a lucky man. Cloud's fucked. He has to settle for Tifa. Zack has a woman, okay? Zack's got it made. Speaking of Rebirth, this song is from Rebirth. Musical spoilers, baby! Without context. And we're almost at the 30-minute mark. I'll finish out the song, you know? It's a good song. I like it. I like the sequence. Day that we meet again. Our plan. Sorry. I like the song. I can't help it. I like singing. In the chats. Oh, I love this song. worn cobblestones,
struggling against the crowds and finding
Ah.
ourselves all alone.
And people think Final Fantasy 10 and 7 aren't connected. But this song and this entire sequence has the same energy as 1,000 words. I'm just saying. That, and there's like 20 billion hits in Remake and Rebirth alone. That the universes are connected and that the worlds are actually the same planet. Despite what Square Enix tells you officially. They're like, there is no official connection. Don't look under the floorboards. And then there's like a picture of young President Shinra in the Shinra building with an Al Bhed mask. In the first game. Yuffie references YRP in Rebirth. She makes the joke of, we're gonna call the party the Yuffie Recon Patrol, YRP! They're rubbing it in your face! I can't wait to go to Wutai in part 3. And we just get to the top of the Chao Mountains and there's like, you know how Zero... Ooh. Anyway, time to end the party finder and finish what I was saying. Uh-huh. And no one's biting. Anyway, you know, we're going to get to the top of the Wutai Mountains, the Chao Mountains as they're called in the universe. We're going to get all the way to the top of Wutai, this mountain range, in part 3. And there's just, you know how in Zero's domain, there's like this paladin statue that could be Cecil, but it totally isn't Cecil. It could also be Zero, considering what we know about Endwalker's plot. But it also could not be Zero. It could be like any generic paladin with generic paladin armor. And it's like, oh yes! This has nothing to do with FF4. The upcoming trial is totally not Barbariccia. Why would you think that? We just fought Scarmiglione. It was a one-off case. What does Zero have to do with Cecil? Why would you think that? Well, you're going to get to the top of the Wutai Mountains. I'm calling it now for part 3, which I think is going to be called Requiem, because it's the ending, like Requiem. You know, for reasons. Anyway, basically, Requiem is going to have a statue. A generic summoner statue that looks like it could be Yuna from Final Fantasy X, but totally isn't Yuna, and it will have a horn, kind of like the one made in 10-2 for plot reasons. You know, that kind of reminds you, which I can't really go into, major spoiler, it kind of reminds you of the one made for plot reasons that's totally canon in one of the episode completes in 10-2. And before anyone goes, well, you're spoiling the plot of 10 by saying Yuna's alive in 10-2, the game cover does that. Yuna's on the cover of 10-2. I wonder if she survives 10, guys! I wonder if that drama that you deal with halfway through the game is a nothing burger. I think she lives! It's like saying that Kingdom Hearts Recoded has a plot line that deals with the Datascape. Why would I think that? The title is only Recoded! Code! Why would I think the holodeck portion of the plot arc would have anything to do with this game, with this gameplay loop? That would be crazy! That would make sense! What's next? You're going to tell me Lightning returns in the third game in the trilogy after leaving the party in the second game? You know how I know that? Without even playing the game? The title of the third game in the Lightning Saga is called Lightning Returns! I get it, FF14 fans hate spoilers. But it's kind of hard when Square Enix does it to themselves. Just saying. When the covers and titles themselves spoil the fucking previous game, you're just like, oh well. They don't care, why should I? Kind of like watching the Dawn Trail, announcement trailer, and like, wow, the Scions are still alive, and you're still going through Ultima Thule, and you're like, well, I wonder what happens here. Oh well. Basically, that's my standard with spoilers. Was it spoiled by out-of-game material that you have to access in order to play the games? Yes, then it's fair game even though it's a major plot point. No, then I won't spoil it for you because I want you to experience it for yourself. But Yuna does survive Final Fantasy X. Why? 10-2's cover. I didn't make the cover. Don't get mad at me. Blame Squeenix. Not my fault. Anyway, time to compare A Realm Reborn to Dawn Trail. Brain fart. First things first, the easiest thing to compare. The endings. Well, that's a lot of cutscenes. I'm trying to find the right fucking cutscene. Is this it? Oh wait, no. That's what I call the Father Crystal. Hilariously enough, it's an unresolved plot point from A Realm Reborn. Zodiac has his own crystal. Where did it go? Did it disappear when he died? Did they make any mention of it? I mean, the Mother Crystal didn't disappear when Hydaelyn died, so in theory, the Father Crystal should still be around. Where is it? Do the other Ascians, the survivors, have it? Where the fuck is the crystal? It's like they completely forgot. That crystal is a fucking Chekhov's gun. It's been a Chekhov's gun since A Realm Reborn, since 2.0, pretty much. Where the fuck is this crystal? It's MIA. Am I the only one asking questions? Why does no one even remember the damn thing? It's like it's been memory hole. What? Are you all wearing regulators or something when playing this game? I mean, come on! It's right there! I just showed it to you. Where the... I'm not crazy, you're crazy. You forgot. Anyway, moving on. Oh, wait, nope. That's the wrong one. Trying to find the right cutscene. I wish they actually labeled the damn thing, so I suppose that would be... Well, actually, that wouldn't be spoilers, because the only way you could have access to these cutscenes is if you completed the plot, which wouldn't be spoilers. So technically, never mind. I retract my stupid statement. They should label these damn things. There should be like a drop-down list with like labeled cutscenes, so I can click the one I want. Common sense UI change. Oop, nope. Oh, that's cutscene 18. Okay, cutscene 18 is the credits, so 17 is the escape. 16 might be what I'm looking for.
Hear, feel, think.
There we go. I think this might be it.
Warrior of light, beloved daughter. The darkness hath fled before the unclosed.
Nope, it's the one before it.
Thy spirit.
I'm trying to find the scene that's just as cheesy as Wook Lamont dropping down. It's just there's too many of them in this one sequence. It's 15. Oh wait, that's the escape, isn't it? So it's 14! Like, one of these fucking cutscenes is the one I'm looking for. Hate this UI. There we go.
If thou wouldst pierce the shadows, make thee a blade of light.
Yay! Power of friendship, baby! Thancred, listen to me! I couldn't resist. Where's the music? I turned it back on.
What?
Oh, there it is. Forgot, A Realm Reborn's music budget was almost non-existent, it seems like. So is Dawntrail! You know, when you think about it, I mean, Zep's right. How many times do they need to play Machinations again? Raw! Power of friendship, baby! People forget how dumb this was. This is why I level alts, so I don't forget these things.
Light, it binds them. They are too many.
No! Friendship is gay! Advertisement is right! Why? Friendship! And that's how we defeated La Habrea. Now imagine if a scene this cringe had voice acting. Oh wait, we don't have to. I'm about to show it to you. It's from Dawntrail. You know the one. Okay, fast forward. Dawntrail main scenario quest. Is this it? Did I get the right one? Is this the mid-fight cutscene? Oop, nope. That's the credits. Can I skip? Skip. So it's 4, isn't it? Or do they not actually have the fucking cutscene in here? That would be annoying. Oh wait, no, that's the death. Skip. So it's 3? Is it 3? Please tell me it's 3. No, they don't actually have the cutscene in here. Of course they don't! Of course they don't. That would be convenient. Why don't they have the mid-fight cutscenes? The battle transition cutscenes? Oh, well, to YouTube I go, then. Okay. Okay, not the final boss theme, not boss first run reaction. Where in the fuck is the actual... Oh, for the love of... I'm trying to find the one thing I need. It's like, ugh. Oh, there we go, I see it now. Does it have commentary? I don't want to steal someone else's shit. There we go!
Henceforth and in perpetuity.
I see why this is the most replayed, because this is actually the part where shit happens. Seems like everyone else has had this problem. Volume 50%. Now let's watch this again. For the millionth time! Now it's time for more cringe now that I found it.
A rift in reality? Has she lost control of the power? Steam! Listen to me! I understand. I do. And I know that you won't be swayed from your course.
Yep, cringe. Both scenes are just shown in little cringe.
Truly no other way to resolve this.
The only difference is,
Then face me.
in A Realm Reborn, it was the villain that had the cheesy lines.
You.
They gave it to the protagonist this time around.
Tamachi.
Anomaly detected in memory banks. Data for the MSB partially restored.
This is what I desire, and I will not fail.
Yeah.
I can't bear to lose them. Not again.
I feel your pain. As if it were my own.
No, you don't. If you understood how cringe you were, you wouldn't be cringe. You don't understand the pain.
All of you.
How can you say that to me now?
Okay. I think I've made my point.
Over, Steam. We will stop you.
No, I won't let you. I can't. I will protect my people's happiness.
Oh man.
Leave that burden with us now. We will bear it in your stead.
I thought of a scene more cringe. Hear me out. If they ever make it to another 10 years and another saga, like 10 years from now, we have another saga, another 10 years of FF14. Hear me out. I have an idea to make this worse. For A Realm Reborn 3.0, baby. Combine these two together! With polymerization, baby! Let's have Book Lamont talk to La Brea! Oh yeah! Injected into my veins! Pure cringe! Make it worse! Chaos! So yeah, I think I've made my point perfectly clear. Just from that alone. And as for my point about the pacing, well, as someone who's leveled a lot of alts through A Realm Reborn, let me tell you. one of my criticisms of A Realm Reborn is that the, how do I put this? It takes a while to get to the next major plot point, you know? Let's just go off of memory because I don't want to show every single cutscene. I think I made my one-for-one comparison quite clear. But let's now that your mind is thinking back to the pacing of A Realm Reborn, let's talk about this. I started in Ul'dah the first time I played the game after I joined at the end of Shadowbringers. I left Shadowlands, Shadow of the Shadow. So obviously I'm not talking about the original A Realm Reborn, okay? They cut out a lot of filler, and even then it's pretty long and dry, you know? Suffice it to say that, you get off the carriage in Ul'dah, which is where I started. You're now wandering around the city, and the dialogue is very fucking canon. That tutorial's canon dialogue. But hey, at least it's a gameplay system tutorial, so unlike Dawntrail, people will probably let it slide. But, as soon as you get off the carriage, the first quest, unironically, talk to 3 people. It may not say talk to 3 people, but it does say go to the Aetheryte, talk to someone that explains what Aetherites are, go to the markets where someone explains to you what a fucking vendor is. Look, I played a video game before, not even an MMO, a video game. I know that there are guys in these games that buy items for Gil, and you know, if I need to unload my inventory, I should go talk to the motherfucker. I don't need you to tell me what I already know. Don't worry, I'm losing patience, like most people in the tutorial. I'm like, just put me in, coach, if I fucking smack the skull with a rock! Let me smash! Stop talking! The Aetherite thing was interesting, because that was a unique mechanic to 14. It's basically like Griffins. I'm like, oh, that's an interesting difference from WoW. I like that. I wish they had that in WoW. Just replace all the flight points in retail with Goblin and or Lightforged Draenei teleporters, like on Argus, and just teleport us everywhere. Why not? Fuck it. Anyway. So yeah, the Aetherites were cool at the very least. So I'll give the tutorial that. I'm like, oh, first time around Aetherites. Yeah, interesting concept. I like it. But again, that's just like a gameplay system thing. Nothing about that conversation about how Aetherites work in the lore even remotely stood out in my brain. I'm like, it was the Charlie Brown teacher. Like, blah, 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 blah. Aetherites work, allow you to teleport from point A to point B. Thank you. I need that. Thank you for the intel. Rah, 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 rah. I'm like, ooh, shiny crystal rock thing that looks like a FF12 save point. I like it. Rah, 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 rah. And then, of course, there was the last person you need to talk to. Ah, yes, the job quest guy. Well, okay, the class quest guy. You haven't even got a job yet because you're a fucking loser vagrant. Fuck you. Ha! Get a job, loser. Oh, wait, you're not level 30? Ha! Go beg on the street corner, I guess. Bitch. Anyway, then you have the class quest guy, and it's just like, this is where you go to get your class quest, to get more abilities, blah, 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 blah. And again, if you played a video game before, I'm like, yeah, got it, go talk to the guy for a class related quest, like, got it, understood, go, let me smash, let me go, let me kill, let me go. It's like, basically my inner Xenos is coming out at this point, like, just let me kill something! And then eventually it's like, they give me a class quest. I don't really, because I'm a new player, I have enough, XP, because they like give you an XP boost if you're a new player and shit. It's like, to do the next part of the MSQ. You know what I'm saying? So, you finally get out of that hellhole, and you just go outside, just kill mobs, basically. It's just all the quests are just kill mobs. And then for the first 5 levels, you're just killing mobs, doing busy work, typical MMO crap. Kind of like what we were doing in Dawntrail, funnily enough. And then eventually around level 5, something happens. So 1/10 of the way and something happens. In fact, here's the thing about A Realm Reborn. Every 5 levels, it's not just class quests, every 5 levels, roughly, something fucking happens. It's like clockwork. So like every level of Dawntrail, something actually does happen. I'll give them that. It's like, oh wow, I'm level 91. Something happened. But instead of getting chosen by Hydaelyn, it's like, which is, you know, typical Chosen One BS. Like, here's the Master Sword. Or the Final Fantasy equivalent. You're now a Warrior of Light, like all the other games. Here you go, kid. Go away, you're bothering me. Crystal Mommy's disappointed in you. We're not even going to explain what the fuck just happened until Shadowbringers for the most part. Get the fuck out of here, kid. You're bothering me. Fucking sprouts. Hate them all. Anyway. Meanwhile, it's just like, level 91. It's like we get to the dungeon unlock, and it's like, yay! You did all the boring merc filler crap, and it's like, yeah, woohoo! You get a tease with Kona and Thancred. They don't get to join the team yet. But Kona, Thancred, Urianger. I forgot about Urianger. Well, that's good news, because he's so good at infiltration. I didn't even realize he was there. Anyway, jokes aside. Point is, that's when you meet them. Nothing interesting happens for another level. You just do the dungeon, all the busy work, Lamont gets kidnapped, blah, blah, blah. Filler, 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 filler. And then you get to level 92, which would be like roughly around the level 10 mark of A Realm Reborn. What happens at level 10 in A Realm Reborn? Ooh, Ascians show up. Good old Organization 14, if you know what I mean. Shows up and it's like, mwahahaha. I am a random evil nobody, if you know what I mean. I am going to summon a golem on your ass. Why? Because golems are incredibly hard to kill, and only legendary heroes can kill golems. Ignore the fact that in Shadowbringers they literally explain that's a grift, a psyop, the trick newbie adventurers into doing what they want. Like, yeah, you're not special for killing the golem, motherfucker. To be honest, when I first played A Realm Reborn, that's how I felt. This is not that special. Why are you hyping this thing up? It's lame. And I was right! Shadowbringers vindicated past me. It's like, aha, I was right! They were fucking with me. Those Ascians were fucking with me. There's no way that the highest quintile of adventurers are the only ones that can kill this damn thing. I can kill this damn thing like rolling my face to the keyboard by doing the average Beastmaster rotation and WoW. Okay? Anyone can kill this! They're fucking with you! They're beefing you up! They're playing you! So yeah, level 92 mark. Oh, that's the duel with the Dawn Servant. Easy. That's like the hypest moment of level 92. That's the only thing that fucking happens around level 92. You 1v1 the Dawn Servant. And just like the Golem, it's like, you know, actually I would argue Dawntrail beats A Realm Reborn at that point. Because, you know, becoming a Warrior of Light beats out seeing a bit of Kona and his squad. Then the Dawn Servant duel was better than killing a golem that everyone and their mother can kill. So yeah, I'll take the level 92 beats level 10 in this exchange. So far, A Realm Reborn and Dawntrail about equal in my estimation. Then we get the level 15 versus level 93. You're starting to see where my comparison is going, because most of A Realm Reborn is just like blah, 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 nothing happens. Oh! 5 levels later, something fucking happened. With level 15, it was the banquet. You know, it's the funeral banquet. Some interesting lore shit happens. We learn about the old Warriors of Light. The fact that Louisoix memory wiped everyone. We don't know about Louisoix yet. It's like, this is interesting. Finally, something's fucking happening. And they unlock travel to the other 2 zones. You know, in this case, Gridania and... Basically, you get the airship, you get the evil Imperial March Duke, like, all that shit happens. Like, then you have level 93. Level 93... Yeah, that was just learning about the existence of Velagarmanda. and then doing the dungeon. And then having the really cliche, dumb, stupid tablet thing at the top of the mountain. I was half hoping they would break up the MSQ package for that and just reference Final Fantasy VI and just have the trial be at the top of the dungeon at level 93. Just like one level difference. Just enough where it's like, oh, I understand why we're at the top of the mountain. It's on top of a snowy peak. And at the top of the snowy peak is the giant ice block. I feel like I've done this before. Just for the reference. It would have been good enough. It would have been fine. But no, the trial always has to be level 94. It's the MSQ package. That's right about that. Can't have it at 93 where it would be a cool homage to another FF game. Would have been really cool if the trial would have just been, okay, Val Garmanda was going to break out anyway. Bakul Jaja had nothing to do with that. And, kill Val Garmanda. You're at the top of the mountain now? We need you to kill Val Garmanda. So, yeah, the dungeon was kind of boring. Like, I was expecting more. I didn't get it because I played the other FF games, and I'm like, it would be really cool if they actually had the balls to do this one level early in references. Mix it up. Mix up the MSQ package. Even I, while playing through it live, was basically ranting about what Zet later called the MSQ package. I'm like, just mix it up. Mix it up. 93. Val Garmanda FF6 reference. Go. Come on. No. Anyway. So yeah. Basically nothing happens at level 93. Whereas a lot of shit happens at level 15. So A Realm Reborn wins this exchange. So currently A Realm Reborn is ahead of Dawn Trail. Let's do level 20 now. Let's keep going. Level 20. Ifrit. Getting your mount in Ifrit is what happens. Woohoo! You get your mount for the first time! And you get to join a pointless PvP faction that doesn't matter anymore. Yay! Meanwhile, level 94, Val Garmanda. So Ifrit and Val Garmanda. You know, they're both equally high. It's a draw. Level 20, level 94, it's a draw. Ifrit and Val Garmanda, equally high plot points, in my opinion. Like, yeah. First Primal fight versus Tyrall, Major Tyrall withdrawal fight. And, unless you did Viper, that is. But you get the point. It's like, yeah. Legendary creature versus legendary creature. Same energy. Literally. Though I would argue Val Garmanda is the way better fight, though. I mean, that makes sense. More mechanics, more levels, more everything, you know. Then we get to level 25 versus level 95. Level 95 is just Disney music and then Wild Wild West. And the Wild Wild West is put up against Totorak. That's a level 25 dungeon, if I remember right. But yeah, Totorak. You have to rescue a fucking vegetable. Somebody lost their salad. Go find it. I'm like, ugh, okay, fine, I'll go find the salad. Then at the end of the dungeon, it's like, whoa! We, the Astians, are evil and shit. We are plotting and scheming in the shadows. Fear us! Be afraid! We are still here! Why does that matter? We won't explain! As they twirl their mustache behind their masks. So, yeah, I think Shaloni beats all of Shaloni for the first part of Shaloni just fucking... Look, there's nothing like hunting down a bandit gang. Like, while wearing my machinist glam, even though I was wearing it on Viper, because, you know, it's only when I had 95 while streaming on week 1. I'm like, oh yeah, partner. Time to round up these thugs and deliver some outlaw justice, baby. So yeah, Shaloni just outright beats Totorak. Totorak loses. So, you're already starting to see that this is just... They're about equal. Different strengths, different weaknesses, but both expansions in my mind are about equal. You know, they're like, neither one is really winning yet. No one is winning here. Dawntrail versus A Realm Reborn, no one wins. But I'm going to keep going to make my point. Then you have the level 30 and the level 96 point in the plot. Because again, just like Dawntrail and The Realm Reborn, they both have just like, you get to certain number milestones and it's like, oh yeah, something finally happened. So yeah, you get to level 96, and that's the attack on the city. Okay, that stands out. Admittedly, it's kind of poorly written. I'll give Zep that. Like, I think they need to change that scene up retroactively, like they fixed Yish's voice acting. But the overall scene is good. It's just, I wish they changed it up a little bit to make it work a bit better within the character motivation. It's a bit messy. Bit of a first draft. I'll give them that. But I liked what they were going for, and the beauty of a live service game is that they could retroactively fix that. Will they? I have no idea, but they should. I still liked it. Meanwhile, level 30? That's just Hawk Manor. Oh wow, people are being murdered by Voidsent. People being murdered by random Voidsent? Alexandrian invasion. Plus, Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive reference. I'm just saying, Dawntrail wins. Holy fuck. Hawk Manor? Tyrol on fire. Okay, plot's already starting to heat up. So let's do 35 versus 97. You know? 35. What happened after that? Like, after another pointless filler arc. 35 was roughly around... Yeah, that was the long stop in Titan. The banquet, the cheese. Imagine doing an entire dungeon for cheese and people think Dawntrail is lame. We did an entire dungeon, the entire long stop for a fucking piece of cheese. We had to do the banquet for some reason. The game that trusts the company heroes so we could go kill the giant earth monster with Yish's help. I mean, it's kind of slow, padded, lame. I mean, Titan's cool, but that's the best part. 97, on the other hand, Vanguard. If it wasn't for Smile being played during the train construction sequence, bringing down the sequence, I would say 97 beats 35, but hilariously enough, it's a draw again, because Titan's battle music is so cool and Smile is so meh, that it actually equals out, even though Vanguard is a really cool, sick-ass dungeon, and Longstop is just, it exists. So, you're already starting to see my point. It's like, these two storylines are like the United Federation of Planets and the Terran Empire. Completely different on the surface, but exactly the same when you boil it down to brass tacks. So, yeah. So, 35, 97. Let's do 40 and 98. Let's just keep going. 40 and 98. At level 40, we are in Ishgard dealing with the Ishgardian politics. Finally, something interesting happens. Ishgard, baby! Ooh! And we're dealing with Ishgardian politics. Meanwhile, level 98, we're still dealing with Alexandrian politics, learning about how regulators work, and all that jazz. So it's a draw. It's unironically a draw, because even though everyone's like, oh, Ishgard, why wouldn't Ishgard cause it to win? I'm judging A Realm Reborn, not Heaven's Ward. None of the cool shit with the Ishgardians has happened yet at that point in the plot. It's very surface level world building crap. Like, oh, heretics are running everything. Meanwhile, it's like, in Alexandria, you are the heretics running everything. We got to deal with Speed and Zeralja. So yeah, it's a draw. Now let's do 45 versus 99. Well, we're now at Garuda, basically. Garuda versus Zeralja. Well, shit. So we're dealing with Garuda versus Zeralja. Garuda's nice. And then we deal with the Empire around the same time in Mordona as well. It's like all happens roughly around the same time. So dealing with the Empire, dealing with the Alexandrian forces and Origenics, Garuda, Zeralja. I mean, I want to say they're equal. I mean, Garuda is so much weaker as a boss than Zeralja. Zeralja, maybe it's like Zeralja. I like Zeralja, but the plot is better. So the plot is better, but the overall, you know, shit happening is cooler. So it's like I guess it's kind of equal. Like, yeah, once again, equal for different reasons, but equal none the same. And then, of course, 50 versus 100. I've already done that comparison at the beginning of this. It's exactly the same, but completely different. Same in kind, different in degree. Complementary. Cringe is cringe, no matter whether it's the antagonist or the protagonist being cringe. Cringe is cringe. X equals X. Are you starting to get my point yet? 2.0 and 7.0 have the exact same fucking energy. There is no real meaningful distinction. Even the pacing, and especially the early parts, is almost just as plotting. It's exactly the fucking same. And I'm not even defending Dawn Trail. I'm not saying, oh, it's the best thing ever. I'm saying it's the same as A Realm Reborn. There's a difference. I'm saying X equals X. I'm not saying whether that's a good or a bad thing. I'm just simply saying X equals X. And anyone saying otherwise is full of shit. The end. There's a reason why I skip most of the cutscenes in A Realm Reborn all the way up to the bloody fucking banquet. Outside of a few major bomb moments in 2.0. So for the same reason why I will end up skipping most of the content in 7.0 when leveling alts. It's like, I'm just going to skip like 90% of all the cutscenes until we get to like the later patches, probably. Unless I'm doing it for the first time on stream, in which case I will not skip, no matter how cringe and painful it is. But, so yeah, welcome to A Realm Reborn 2.0, or I guess 2.0 2.0. That's my point. Dawn Trail is not good, but it is not bad either. It's okay. It needs work. It's going places. 8.0 will be Heaven's Ward 2.0 if all goes well, so who cares? Just enjoy your summer vacation, Forehead, and hope the orange cat doesn't show up to run it again. Anyway, that's all for this whenever, whatever stream of Final Fantasy XIV. If you like what you see, then please give me a follow if you haven't already. And, well, or subscribe to me on YouTube if you're watching me there. And, well, time to go find a raid target on Twitch. Because, yeah, I think I've made my point quite clear. And, well, while I'm trying to find someone to raid, I'm, Suffice to say that, if I actually manage to get the Endsinger group off stream, I will turn the stream back on. And I'll just raid this person. Oh, unable to raid them at this time? Well, that's fine. Let's just raid them.